My name's Maria Munguia-Wellman, and I was born in Raymondville, Texas, which is down in the lower Rio Grande Valley near the Texas-Mexican border in the borderlands. And my research took me back to Raymondville, Texas, where I was born and where my family still is. And I collected narratives. And then there's the whole process of how you deal with what's happening in the institution, and in this case the University of New Mexico. You know, you have to jump through a lot of hoops, and there's lots of paperwork, not just your dissertation, but there's all kinds of paperwork that you need to complete. But it's a difficult process because a lot of time you're alone. You have moments where you're so excited about what you're doing and it's like, wow, I'm really in the zone. And then sometimes you get scared and you think, what am I doing? Why am I doing this, you know? But one of the reasons I'm doing it is that so I can have this experience so then I can help other Chicanas do it. You know, there's issues of how do you choose your committee. I've learned so much about how you choose your committee, you know, because there's lots of politics amongst different professors and different departments, and it's really, you have to be really careful that you really trust the people that you choose to help guide you. You got to remember too that your big idea is wonderful and good, but you really need to focus it in on something specific, otherwise you just get lost. It's a lot, but I think the key is to have a supportive family, supportive set of friends, that some that have gone through the process is helpful, and just somebody that'll listen to you even though they can't do anything about what's going on. They can at least listen to you and help you move through and not get stuck. Within the last week and a half, I went to a RASA meeting, a RASA graduate student meeting. We got to meet the new graduate student, a BUBS person, an advocate for graduate students. However, it's only a 10-hour-a-week job. We were very excited that she's now in that position, but we were very concerned that they felt that 10 hours would do it. So we need to advocate for more of her time focused on graduate students, but that's one thing that they can do. Another thing is really making themselves available. I've had problems making appointments to see my committee members because their hours are the same hours I have to be at work, because I work, you know, and I worked full-time up until I started, after I finished all my classes. Then I went half-time, but even in my job, half-time is like more like 3/4 time than half-time. Now what UNM does well is they have these different organizations that you can get involved with, like the Women's Resource Center, the RASA graduate students, the queer students, the African American students. There's just all kinds of groups, but you have to have the time to participate in the groups. So that's another thing. I mean, you really have to consider that a lot of students work. I think the accessibility, you know, to staff and to faculty is really important, and then having an advocate like the BUDS person that they now have. Viktor Frankl said that that life is a struggle, but the key is to make meaning of it, to make meaning of the struggle. And how do we make meaning about what we're doing? What I've come to understand from my community as a Mexican American Chicana mestiza woman is that we do it for our community. You know, this isn't just about, oh, I've got my master's and now I'm going to have a Ph.D. It's not even about that. It's about how we can bring our community to a place where we can share our stories, where we can share the way we think, the way we see the world, because we do have a different perspective, and I think that needs to be centered in a lot of the research and education that's going on right now.